it felt like it was a needle on steroids. It was hurting so much. About to head to my appointment. I'm so excited because I'm about to do the so famous treatment called vampire facial. If you don't know what vampire facial is, I mean, are you living under a rock?
Okay, we're gonna start. Beautiful. More blood here. A little bit more PRP. I know this is a very sensitive area.
Oh, that hurts right.
Around the bone.
Ow, that hurts so badly. Ow.
One more line and we're done. All right. That's it. You're set.
Oh my God, I will never get a facelift if it feels like that.
But if you don't, stay tuned. Stay tuned to this video because I'm gonna explain to you what it is and what it does and whatnot. I'm so nervous and I'm so excited at the same time because well, let's be honest, it doesn't cost the same as just a regular facial. And I tend to have high expectations for things, so I'm a little bit scared I'm going to be a little disappointed afterwards. But microneedling, in ways, it's not going to be a drastic before and after. It's another anti-aging treatment that you should be combined with other things. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the before, the during, and after the procedure. Now, there were some preparations that needed to be done before, and it would have been nice if they called me to talk to me. Just send me an email yesterday. So I'll go over that, what needs to be done prior to your vampire facial appointment. I'm gonna read that email to us just so you know what needs to be done before, during, and after. So I'm gonna put in the screen if possible. The vampire facial procedure, pre and post care. So 1 week before having the treatment for best results, you need, number one, discontinue any use of retinol and retin-A medication. Number two, be sure you have not used Accutane in the last 6 months. Number three, avoid the use of NSAIDs 3 to 7 days before procedure. Tylenol is okay. So I found that, like, if this is important, you know, to have the best results, and don't use ibuprofen, Motrin, Aleve, naproxen, aspirin, like all that common over-the-counter medication. They should have called me or sent me a week before, not a day after. Number four, avoid the following nutritional supplements for 3 to 7 days before the procedure. So ginkgo biloba, garlic, vitamin A, vitamin E, flax oil, curcumin, and other anti-inflammatory nutrients, because that's what microneedling is. You want to let your skin heal on its own. So that makes sense. But again, I wish I knew that before. Not that I took any of that, but it's good to know ahead of time. Number five, avoid the systemic use of corticosteroids for 1 to 2 weeks before the procedure. Avoid alcohol and cigarettes for 3 to 7 days before the procedure. And then number seven, hydrate very well the day before and the day of the procedure for ease of blood draw. That was the easiest part on that procedure, I promise. And then during, they asked all like the medical information. And then after the procedure, for best results, number one, mild inflammation should be expected. And in fact, is the rejuvenation process in action. You're gonna see it sometime in the video. My concern the next day, because there was no sign of microneedling at all. I was so surprised how fast my skin healed. I even called them to make sure, but again, it's saying here it's normal and mild inflammation is supposed to be expected. Apply Studio PRP Rejuvederm lotion immediately after procedure and minimal AM and PM, and then the next 72 hours. Continue daily use of Rejuvederm. I have no idea what Rejuvederm is. Rejuvederm contains growth factor, healing, and moisture elements. I don't know what that is. So basically, what I just did what I usually do when I do my regular microneedling. Which is just keep it simple. The next day, don't use anything. That's me. Obviously, you're gonna ask your esthetician or your provider, whoever will do the microneedling on you. But I just keep it simple. Make sure I have sunscreen and a balm. I will show you. I'll link down below the balm, recovery balm, Cica something balm that I use on the second or third day on. Okay, and then avoid cold cloth and ice to the procedure site for 48 hours. Avoid sun and use sunscreen. Avoid the use of all the medications again 3 to 7 days after the procedure. Avoid again all the anti-inflammatory nutrients and supplements. Avoid the corticosteroids again 1 to 2 weeks after the procedure. And avoid alcohol and cigarettes, and eat healthy diet, which I think it's really important. Eat healthy diet, hydrate at least 64 ounces of fresh water. And that's the email stating what you need to be done before and what the kind of care you need afterwards as well. And before this video gets way too long, let's get this video finally started. So in case you don't know, a vampire facial is a treatment called PRP microneedling. So the PRP stands for platelet-rich plasma, which is found in our own blood. And so a nurse or doctor will draw your own blood, separate the blood, the pore-rich plasma, platelet pore-rich plasma, and separate the platelet-rich plasma and use that in your face as a serum. So you use the PRP as a serum.
That's right, it has all the healing factors. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
How we doing?
Okay.
So we're looking for some pinpoint bleeding and some redness. Doing great though.
Thank you. While it's microneedling and it's just amazing. It's like microneedling on steroids, basically.
You gonna do on the nose?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my lord. We'll get you through it, don't worry. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did it.
And I have never done before, so I was really curious to know what would be the difference in my skin using the PRP microneedling versus just a serum to do the microneedling. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I can barely move my face. It was somewhat painful.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Yeah, I've done microneedling before. That machine that she was using, which although it's still the microneedling pen, it felt like was a needle on steroids. It was hurting so much, but we did it. We did it, and we'll see. I don't think I had a lot of bleeding, but she said that I definitely got a lot of red, which you guys can definitely see. Yeah. Likely gonna be not the greatest video because my microphone, I don't know where my microphone is, and I'm recording it with my phone. But I wanted to show you the next day. This is next day. I'm really surprised that the only areas that it's a little red, it's here on my forehead, and that's it. Like, it's like I didn't have anything done. It still feels a little tight, the skin a little dry. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because I'm used to doing microneedling, and it usually gets pretty sensitive for the next day. So I don't know, maybe I should call them. I did call them, and I spoke with the nurse that actually did my PRP facial. Oh yeah, that looks better. And she said because of the PRP, it heals the skin way quicker, much quicker than the regular microneedling. So that could be a pro if you have an event within 2 days of your vampire facial. There weren't much blood, much crazy stuff that you see online, but it did get like red, and I did have the pinpoint bleeding, and that's what you wanted to see when you are doing your microneedling. So that's that. And I mean, there's not, like I mentioned, it's not gonna be like a before and after, but we'll see. Maybe in a month or so I'll do a follow-up. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed me sharing my experience with the vampire facial, something that I always wanted to do. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments down below. And if you're new here, let's be friends. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video, so it helps me with the algorithm. And I see you next time.
Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid.